I had spoken about this recently on my members only videos a while ago. I want to say probably a year ago that Dana White was gonna make some moves, and people didn't really understand what we was talking about. We was talking about Dana White probably a year ago in boxing, and a lot of people getting surprised by the moves he's making and how much power he's actually gonna have. Dana White is gonna have a lot of power when it comes to this boxing thing. I don't know if people are starting to realize that now by the attitudes the promoters been having lately, but he's gonna have a lot of power. Uh, Technically, Turkey Al Sheikh. This is allegedly. This I don't know for sure, but technically, it looks like Turkey Al Sheikh trusts him a lot more than he trusts the other promoters. Just saying, free reign and to be honest with you, Turkey Al Sheikh isn't wrong because he's the only one that we've seen actually go away with his own money or an investment and actually bring back more money. A lot of these other guys are losing money. They're trying to fix boxing and all this other stuff. So I don't think Turkey Al Sheikh would want to hand over everything that he's done so far to a promoter who hasn't been able to fix boxing on his own. They've had to go to Turkey Al Sheikh to fix boxing. But what Dana White was mentioning in this one situation, I forgot to mention recently. I'll bring it up. It's old to me, but a lot of people are starting to hear about it. But he was saying that he don't want too many weight classes in boxing. As far as his league, he doesn't want to have 18 weight divisions like they have now. I was telling people they have way too many weight classes where guys are like eight. It's 18 weight classes right now. You know what I'm saying? That's way too many. And he's trying to move that number down to 8. And that would be something different. See, that's one thing you can't do. In Dana White's league, you can't hide, you can't run. You're not gonna be able to say, well, this guy ain't the best who he fought and everything else. He's changing a lot of things. He's gonna basically make people fight now. I know what everybody else was doing before, they was enjoying themselves, fighting certain guys and getting the money they felt like they deserved, but a lot of people got fat and the sport got worse. It's good to nobody's gonna go against a fighter getting paid. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna go against that. Any guy who's going out there risking his life, because that's what's going on, should definitely get compensated for that. Even the lowest level guys should get compensated for risking their life. Because usually most of the people that end up losing their lives are not world champions. It's usually guys who are mid level or journeyman or below, or people that's trying to go out there and really uh put some respect on their last name as far as their family. But Dana White's trying to move this from 18 weight classes to 8. And he's only trying to have one belt in each weight class. It's not 50. So this is going to make for a competitive environment. It's going to be a lot of guys struggling in this kind of environment. They don't know if a lot of guys are going to be able to survive in this kind of environment. This is going to be tough. This is not the easy way like it used to be as far as being able to nitpick certain ways and, move around certain competitors and guys at your same weight class. Well, he has this belt and I have this belt, and he's not my mandatory. I have this kind of mandatory. All that stuff's gonna go out the way. It's been holding up boxing. We all know this. It was put there to hold up boxing, so guys can avoid each other. It was placed there for a reason. Trust me, it was placed there for a reason. A lot of these mandatories and sanctioning bodies, they were placed there for a reason over time. One name and one champion should have always been the focus. But since the sanctioning bodies and other belts came into place, it's made it a lot harder. Everybody look like a champion when they're raising the belt at the end of the fight. And we're trying to get away from that. We're trying to see figure out who's the best and have the best guys going against each other. These last couple of eras, you got people that didn't even fight against each other that we wanted to see fight each other. And, a lot of that stuff needs to change. But Dana White's coming in making some swift moves. He's not waiting around. And he's showing people that he has a lot more power than these other promoters do. These guys that people been bragging about. Oh, this promoter, PBC this, or the Zone that, or Matchroom this, and Queensberry that, or Golden Boy this. Nah, all that stuff's gone. Who cares who the promoter is? I want to see a fight. So the people who love promoters and cheers for promoters, your time is done.